Yeah, good evening, kids. I think the power is short, so we will continue back from where we have stopped it. So, if you can recollect, we stopped it somewhere at this particular point. We stopped it somewhere at this point. No? So, what was our question? We have to calculate this minimum separation between them during their subsequent motion. That one. Then we found out the relative velocity. Once you get the relative velocity, draw that triangle. There, let me define this as theta with vertical. This one. Now, if the person body A moves with a velocity VAB along that VAB bar, then the B will appear at rest. Then, during its path, so then the separation between the A and B will become minimum, that is given by this distance. So when A is here, you can see when t equals to A is here, the distance is D. Now the separation less than D. Now when it was at a perpendicular distance, it will be minimum. Then again when the A is here, definitely what you expect, the distance between the AB and B will increase. So therefore this is the minimum distance what we have to calculate. For that we should know this theta, that's all. The theta can be determined from this particular formula. So now how to get the theta? For that we should know also VAB. Anybody value VAB?
8.6.
8.6. Sure it will come that much, huh? 36 and 25, 8.6. Okay, yeah, good. Now we have to define the theta. So I can easily define sine theta. Sine theta is equal to VABX by VAB. Cos theta equal to VABY by VAB. Now can we define that minimum distance? So it will be looking at this triangle. So this is, I think, exclusive in every problem. Sin theta, cos theta should be determined by velocity triangle, relative velocity triangle. Then come for this, then we'll define sin theta. Here sin theta is equal to Bm by AB. This is equal to S minimum by D. So what is S minimum? D sin theta. What is sin theta? From there VBAX by VAB. Up to the values and we can find out. Similarly, what is the time at which it will be minimum? I think it'll cover a distance AM. T is equal to AM by VAB. What is AM? That we have to go for one more triangle. Cos theta AM by AB. AM is what needed for us. So AB is what? It is D, no? Cos theta. What is cos theta from the above triangle? Velocity triangle. Almost the method will be same.
Sir, S min is equal to 8 meters.
Yeah. Let me write it.
7.7 meters.
S minimum, huh?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
7.7 meter. Time
6.39 upon
0.74 seconds. Sir.
Yes, sir. 0.74 seconds. 6.39 upon 86 you'll get, sir.
okay, 0 point
74.
74 seconds.
oh, this pointer is a problem, huh? I have to change. Yeah, 0.74 seconds. Okay, I think these are the some. I think some procedure is there. You have to follow. Nothing else is there. So now it's not that if they move perpendicular only, let them move arbitrarily in any direction. Can we find out the minimum separation between them? Yes, very easily. We can manage this method. So there are plenty of numericals are there where they will move in any direction. So you can manage the problem. Provided what you should have the two triangles. What is this? There's a velocity triangle. Now let me write it here. This is what? Velocity triangle. And this is what? Displacement triangle. If you know these two things, we can manage comfortably.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, could you please tell how did you get minus 4 root 2 sine theta I cap, sir, in that first step?
Minus 4 root 2. This one,
Sine
huh?
theta.
This one, huh?
Yes, sir.
Resolving of vectors. Sine 45 I cap, sine 45 j cap. VAB bar, no, VAB bar, what you write it? Okay, I think I am. VB bar vector is what we are writing it. Huh?
Okay, sir.
What is VAB? VAB bar is this one. Okay, now make observation. I think you can manage now numericals of any direction. Let them know. You can easily work out. Let's take the relative. Now there's a minimum separation. Now let's go for relative projectile motion. So again the same concept, little bit in different way it has come. Now the what all we studied now, that has to be applied here. So now relative. We'll throw two stones, then we'll discuss the relative motion between them. What we are going to do is we are going to throw two stones, then we'll discuss the relative motion between them. Then also I'll find out the how the minimum separation between the two stones. So what I do is let me this will be in books we have direct information. I'll try to give with the help of the diagrams also. To some extent you can manage it very easily.
Sir,
Yeah.
the hunter monkey problem is part of the relative projectile motion.
Yeah, yes. Yeah. I'll throw one stone. Okay, this stone, it is going to describe a parabolic path. Then we will project another stone. then it's also going to describe a parabolic path. This is a rough. I think if I can give diagram, little bit you'll be in a better position. Oh, this is what I'm studying, relative projectile motion. In books, it is only theoretical is there. No, at t equals 0, both the stones are projected. They need not be projected from same height. Let's start with let them be projected from same height. So what is this? This one is the path of first ball, path of one. This is the path of second stone. At t equals 0, both are projected. And now, what is my question is like how to describe that relative motion. So here I'm bringing gravity. Don't think that there's no gravity. Now there's a gravity is also there in the picture. I think if I write it one place, that's sufficient.
9.8.
Let's come for this one. Now, at any instant of time, we will take some instant of time, p comma xy. So let me define this as the origin. So this particular point as the origin. Let me write it here. This is the origin, from the origin. So let me choose this as a point. So let after some time t, the projectile will be here. This particular projectile will be here. Able to understand? At t equals 0, the second stone is here. Then after some time t, the second stone will be here. The first stone will be here. Sir, they should be at same position. Need not know, I think. If this stone is here, what about the other stone? Other stone may be, sir, how come they may be here? Let it be anyway, that one. Let me define that at time t, let this stone be here. What about the other stones, sir? It may be here, here, or here, or here. So let me define the first position of this stone. With respect to what? We just take with respect to origin. Okay, what is the y1? Y1 will be defining here. What about other stone? Other stone, let me write it here. Now what we are going to learn from here. So we are just going to learn the relative motion between them. So relative motion means similarly the equations what we wrote earlier is the same set of equations we are going to write it here. Okay, let's begin here. Let me take this as x. Yeah, no. What is x is equal to? You can write u1 cos theta 1 into t. This is the position of the stone 1. Similarly, what is the y coordinate? Y coordinate will be u1 sin theta 1 t minus gt square by 2. What about the position of other stone? Okay, we can treat it to be here like this. So then what is d minus x? D minus x is equal to u2 cos theta 2 into t. What about y coordinate? I'll write it y dash or y prime or y2, anything you can be. u2 sin theta 2 minus y you can define is this one. Y2 maybe you can write it this one. It doesn't make any difference. Okay, I'll do one thing. I'll write y2. Now this much is there what we have here. Let me describe the relative motion. I'm not much bothered here. Relative motion. So let me define velocity v1 bar. v1 bar, how you write? u1 cos theta 1 I cap plus, directly I'm writing, I can't, velocity of the stone 1 at any time t. Similarly, velocity of second stone at any time t. So u1, u2 cos theta 2 now can you show sir at least that v1 bar, v2 bar? Yes, v1 bar may be here like this, v2 bar may be here like this at any time t. Now let me go for relative velocity v1 2 bar. I think this is the most important part of the problem. u1 I have to write directly u1 cos theta 1 minus of oh anyway I can cut paste, no? Yeah. Clone minus of this. I think we can I'll write in one line. This is very important. This step is very important. We'll further simplify this. This will become u1 cos theta 1, u2 cos theta 2, I cap, u1 sin theta 1 minus u2 sin theta 2 j cap. So what is that? Minus gt j cap minus of minus gt j cap will cancel out. I think you have to make observation. I can't write so many steps here. So that acceleration due to gravity will get eliminated in the v12 expression. This is something very, very important. So if I write further, this is v1x I cap, v1 by j cap. What is the final conclusion? Look at that u1 theta 1, u2 theta 2, u1 sin theta 1, u1 cos theta 1, u2 cos theta 2, u2 sin, all they are a constant, no? Then what type of motion? What is v12? Velocity of stone 1 relative to stone 2. So this equation, what it is? Velocity of stone 1 relative to stone 2. And it's I'm getting one uniform velocity equation. So therefore when stone 1 looks at the stone 1, when it looks at the ground, it feels that is describing parabolic path. When the stone 1 looks at the stone 2, it feels that it is moving with a uniform velocity. Sir, like how come you say that this will be positive? It can be positive or negative. It's a algebraic sum. I'm taking this one. If u2 sin theta 2 is greater than u1 sin theta 1, we'll get this negative. If u1 sin theta 1 greater than u2 sin theta, this will be positive. But altogether, what do this equation represent? Uniform velocity motion. What do this v12? It doesn't vary with the time. Uniform velocity motion. Then at any time t. Now I wanted velocity of 1, the position of 1 with respect to 2. Tell me what shall I do now? I want the position vector. I could have done that here only, but this will be better formula. R12 bar, let me find out. What is R12 bar equal to? V12 bar into T. V12 bar into T. So then with the time, the position vector. So when 1 looks at 2, what do we get? Position vector. It's like if I plot position vector versus time, I should get a straight line. So therefore now can you show, sir, how 1 will move with respect to 2? As the path of 1 with respect to 2, let me go for position vector R12 bar equal to V12 bar into T. This is something very, very, very fundamental equation. It's a linear. The equation is a linear. Okay, what about the path, sir? Can you show path as some rough diagram? somewhere it will be like this. We can take it here. R bar is the position vector, position of vector 1 with respect to. Position vector of stone 1. When stone 1 looks at the ground, it moves in a parabolic path. When the same stone 1 looks at the stone 2, it feels it is moving in a straight line. Relative path, I'll write it. This yeah, we'll take it here. What type of motion stone 1? Stone 1 will describe the uniform velocity motion. Now during their path, somewhere they will have this minimum separation. It can happen, no? Anywhere it can be. Sir, it may happen here. I'm just showing that one. Somewhere it can be a minimum separation. The separation between them will be minimum. I want to find out that minimum separation here. And the same concept what we earlier learned, we are going to apply it. So here is relative projectile motion. What is the concept here? Like the path described by stone 1 with respect to stone 2 will be a straight line. So what is the conclusion we can make it here? Path of stone 1, path described by, we'll write it here, path with respect to stone 2 will be a straight line. There, stone 1, both the stones are describing parabolic path, but when stone 1 looks at stone 2, it feels it is moving in a straight line. Can we find out minimum separation between two stones projected? As the same concept we are going to apply it. Sir, but gravity is there, the gravity will be nullified. That's what you mean to say here. I covered both the topics here. What all we discussed just now, the previous two problems, it can be applied here also. That's what he's saying. So if you want, you write V12. What do you get V12? Some sort of a constant, no? Make observation, we'll discuss some two problems, you'll get the exact picture. Okay, this is what I'm learning. It'll be very easy for you. Yeah, we'll take this. Directly we'll have some numerical.
Sir, once can you scroll up?
Scroll up, sir.
Thank you, sir.
This one is very good simple problem I'm bringing at t equals 0. Two stones are projected in an gravitational field as shown. find minimum separation between them during their motion. Don't get scared, the problem will become very easy. Are they projected from ground? No information is there. That is telling just like they are projected from certain points. So this is a U1. I'll do one thing, I'll write only symbols. Huh? This will be 45 degrees. The separation between them is D. So the values I'll give it. U1 10 meter per second, U2 4 root 2 meter per second, theta 1 30 degrees, theta 2 45 degrees, and the separation between them initially is 10 meter. There's a gravity is present is showing. At t equals 0, the projection happens. So is it a ground? It didn't sight. Maybe they are in here. So I suggest like get into the concept as usual. Carry on. At the end of the problem, we'll come and interpret it. What actually is going on? What actually things are going on? They're projected from same level. That much I can say here. From at same level. I'll add this word. What to do here now? Gravity is also present. So what you're going to do? Will you take effect of gravity? Just like previous problem. How? Okay, your wish. You will carry on. Velocity of 1 with respect to 2. First we'll define the velocity of 1 with respect to 2. Then we'll see further what all we can do it here. Let me do the calculation part here. V1 2 bar equal to V1 bar minus V2 bar. What is V1 bar? U1 sine theta 1. Sorry, U1 cos theta 1 high cap plus U1 sin theta 1 minus GT G cap. I'll write directly because I had to save a lot of space. Okay, this is a velocity of 1 with respect to 2. Again, if I solve it directly, I'll land up U1 cos theta 1 minus U2 cos theta 2 I cap J cap. Now what is V12? This we will write it as V1x. Also like a V12x I cap. This will be V12y J cap. What is V1x? V1x is U1 cos theta 1. Directly will substitute value. Will have value. We can save a lot of time. U1 is 10 cos 30 root 3 by 2. U2 5 root 3 minus 4. Similarly, V1y should be equal to U1 sin theta 1. Now U1 is 10 by 2. U2 is 4 root 2 by root 2. 5 minus 4, 1 meter. Okay, yeah, we got a better value here. So what is this equation V12 bar? Our problem will get over once you write this. You know keep it here. What we should do with this? Then immediately draw a triangle. First you draw a triangle. So what is the triangle? This is v1 to y. This is v1 to x. Then the relative velocity v1 to bar is, this is some phi I'll write, because theta 1 we use no some or alpha will write it, some different symbol. Anybody value of v1 to magnitude? 5 root 3 minus 4. If you simplify this will be better, I think.
4.7.
4.7. Huh? Yeah, I think we'll go for simplified value. 4.7 I cap plus j cap. Magnitude
4.7, sir.
Oh, what is, then how come both are same?
No, sir. The value I was telling, sir.
v12 is 4.7. Huh?
Yes, sir.
23.1, sir.
Then what is v1x? Should be less, no?
Sir,
No, sir. V1 actually 4.7, sir.
4.7. v12 will be more than that.
4.8.
Approximate. Huh? Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, we'll keep this much. Now we have this much of value. These values are, I think, very important for us. Now we'll define sine alpha. The moment velocity vector triangle comes, what we do? We write sine alpha. v12 by v12. v12y is 1 by 4.7. Anyway, like I'll later on I'll come. Cos alpha is. But what was our question? That minimum separation, no? What we do is like we'll make 1 to 2, the stone one, we'll make it to move with a velocity v12. Then how does the stone 2 will appear? It will appear to be at rest. I think we'll get back to the our discussion.
Yes, sir.
This is the point A. This is the point B. Here we'll make the stone B to be at rest. We'll make stone 1 to move with velocity. v12 bar, what is the direction? High cap, j cap is there, no? Somewhere the vector will be like this.
In first quadrant will be, sir.
Yeah, let it be. Don't add anything. Let others listen to my voice only. This is the v12 bar, and this is what alpha, no? Because this alpha should be same. Are you getting to know why we should give this velocity triangle important? Because that alpha is needed. Now during the motion, here the stone 1, when it moves with a velocity v12 bar, the stone B will appear at rest, and this will be the minimum separation. So what is that minimum separation? I want S minimum. So sine alpha. Looking at this triangle here. What is that dotted black color line? I think that there's some special priority. What is this line? What you should call that line? Path of stone 1 with respect to 2. Path of stone 1 with respect to stone 2. Okay, this is something very important. Previous class I just just now I discussed, no, like a it will be a straight line. That's what I mean to say here. Okay, then sine alpha will define this is a right angle triangle. Sine alpha equal to S minimum by D. Okay, substitute we know v1 to y, we know v1 to, substituting all that will get the required answer. This will be 10.
2.08.
v12 is 4.8.
2.08, sir.
2.08, 2.1, I'll make it. There's a minimum
Yes, sir.
separation between them. Then time at which it will occur, how to calculate that?
2 seconds, sir.
2 seconds, okay, very good. My job done. I need not to bother much. Okay, thank you. Now, AM, we don't know AM, what to do AM? I am going to write cos, d cos alpha. What is cos alpha? V12x by V12. In 2 seconds, sir? Yeah, fine. Okay, we have this much of the answer. So the time at which the separation is minimum, this is the thing. So what is that minimum separation between the stones? I should write here. For S minimum is here. Huh? Then time at which the separation between the stones is minimum. What is this T we should write? Time at which the separation between the stones is minimum. So still most of us, what level, sir, what's actually going on? We are not understanding. They're describing parabolic path. You are not drawing any parabolic path, and they're describing parabolic path, and you are not drawing any parabolic path. Actually, you wrote some vector diagram, something, and you brought the answer. I'm not understanding anything. Yes, nobody understands anything. Just mere mathematics, we have brought the answers. Just mathematics is what brought answer. So we'll do one thing. We will just see that, we will project them. We'll describe their parabolic path and we'll see that how the motion of that will take place here. Now first write till here. I need one extra page. I too. Again, there are two triangles are there. Are you seeing displacement triangle, velocity triangle? What is a displacement triangle? It's like a relative displacement of one with respect to two. That's what you are seeing, this displacement triangle. Velocity triangle, relative velocity triangle. I think somehow if you can draw this triangle, how to draw this triangle is what relative velocity. I think, are you getting the, try to get that method here, that's all. So if you are able to draw velocity triangle, I think the displacement triangle, we can make a guess. Oh, somewhere V12 bar will be in this direction. And the B you are going to place here, A will be here. Then the perpendicular distance you bring, that is the minimum separation. I think this is the key for the total problem. Once you reach here, the rest all we can manage. How to calculate relative velocity? Everyone knows V1 bar minus V2 bar. So what is there in this problem? Nothing, no, now. There's nothing called like a very big concept. But sir, acceleration due to gravity is there. Why you didn't bother? It got cancelled. So in exams, you have to directly to where you have to jump. You have to just don't bother this G. Just only look at the initial velocities and get that V12 bar. But sir, like, are you sure this should be what you have equation is only initial velocity? You should have written initial velocity vector. No, there's a velocity at any time t. What is the basic idea of this? All this total numerical uniform velocity motion. When stone 1 looks at stone 2, it feels that it is moving with a constant velocity, uniform velocity. That's why nowhere the time has come into picture here. See, V12 bar. Now, this problem we can understand little bit systematically if you can calculate the range. What was the range of the first stone? U1, I'll write down all the values. What was the given value? U1 was 10 meter. This will really help us in understanding the problem, and we'll get an exact clarity. Oh, this is what happening. Now I want the range of stone 1. What is the range of stone 1? This should be equal to 2u square sine theta 1 cos theta 1 by g. What is the range of this 2? 2u2 sine theta 2 cos theta 2 by g. And then yes, somebody should help me with this value for this. Then similarly I want the time of flight. What is the time of flight? I'm just for it to become horizontal. If you can give me values, then I'll proceed further. Time of flight, I think this will be 1 second.
Yes. R1 8.7.
8.7.
Yes, sir.
R2.
3.2, sir.
3.2. Time of flight of this last one. 0.8.
Yes.
Now we have, what was the initial separation? Hope everyone it was 10 meter, no? Okay, now we'll draw the trajectory. What is that R1 8.1 centimeter means? This was the let me draw the trajectory. It will be off like this.
Sorry, you wrote R1, R2 formulas wrong.
Range, no?
First you written 2u square, second you written 2u2.
Okay, this one. U1 square, U2 square.
Electronics.
U1 square, U2 square. Okay, no, that squares I messed up. Yeah. Now, what about the path of this? The path of this will be some, I think, red color. Let me take it. 3.2 meter only it is. This is what actually happens. A student must go after getting answers. He must analyze this. Otherwise, you're not understanding anything. This for the separation between them. Okay, that was the point here. This was the, here, what is that R1? R1 is this one. And this is R2. And how much of time it will take? At t equals 0, it was projected. After 1 second, it will be here. .8 second. Now, what is the time at which the separation has become minimum? I think 2 seconds. 2 seconds. 2 seconds means somewhere during their path. The separation here is something minimum will occur somewhere here. I think 2 seconds it is. Rough diagram. They need not be parallel. Okay, the path will appear parallel. Let me go for like this. So are you getting? No, I think this is what that time. Okay, the stone 1 may be here, the stone 2 will be here, will moving with certain velocity, we don't know. This is what that minimum separation. I think you just imagine, we don't know anything that relative velocity. Can we really find out this S minimum? Very difficult, no? Try to analyze. Even as a teacher, for me also very difficult to analyze. Where that minimum separation occurs, we don't know. But the diagram is helping us now. But it will not cross like this. Why, sir? Why you are bringing before here only? Because the range is what, 8.7 meter. The initial separation was 10 meter. So somewhere it is going to cross here. Somewhere it's going to cross like this. Then here the separation is minimum. Fine. So this is the practical. This is what actually happens. Individual stones. So what is this first one? Path of stone 1. Okay, have this one also, draw this one also in your notebooks. This is going to help you a lot in understanding. So whenever a projectile motion comes, no, do analyze. It'll be easy for you to understand, oh, this is what I'm learning. And how the concept that relative velocity motion is helps us a lot to simplify this one. Any other method not advisable. Any other method is not advisable. This is what the preferred method, like what we discussed. So like this, I'll draw the diagram, I'll check the minimum separation. How do you can give guarantee that minimum separation is here? We can't make a guess, no? This one. Completed, we'll discuss one more problem. Then we'll end up the class. Sir, you are discussing all the problems where the two stones are projected from same height. Why don't you change this along y-axis? Then we'll see. Yes, we'll take one problem so that we'll get exact confidence. Like let there be any situation, I'll manage. Shall we call this as a ground, this dotted line? They cannot go into the ground, no. So therefore, the question given, projected in a gravitational field. Let's take one more problem. Two stones A and B are projected simultaneously at t equals 0 as shown. Find the minimum separation between them during motion. Okay, this one I'll give the diagram. This will be very challenging. No. This is stone A, 45 degrees. This is stone B. Angle of projection, this is also 45 degrees. Those velocities, I'll give it. UA 2 meter per second, UB 14 meter per second. This will be 20 meter, this will be 11 meter. The separation is 27 meter. They're projected from tower. Okay, there's a gravity is present here. And now he's asking minimum separation. I think this will be really good problem for students to. It may take 20 minutes or 15 minutes the way you analyze. How they move? So they're going to move in a parabolic path. Let's see that rough diagram. It'll be like this. Then this other stone will move here. Then I want the minimum separation. The minimum separation and the instant of time. All these things are needed. How the stone 1 will move with respect to stone 2, that we'll see it now. What is the best way of analyzing this problem? First you define velocity, and we know, so we'll define the velocity vectors of each stone. Let's get into velocity vectors. UA bar is equal to 2 cos 45 this will be root 2 I cap root 2 j cap. Similarly UB bar this will be 14 cos 45 degrees I cap 1 by root 2, 7 root 2. This will be negative. Let me define, you select a UBA bar. You can write UAB bar also. Let me take the UBA bar. So UB bar minus UA bar. So this will be minus 7 root 2 minus root 2 I cap minus of this will be 7 root 2 minus root 2 j cap. 7 root 2, this will be minus 8 root 2 I cap which one is 30 degrees? I'm not getting. Somebody, why changing question? Question, let's not change. Both are projected at an angle 45 degrees. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I got this velocity vector. Then immediately the velocity vector, once you get, I think it will be very easy. So what we are going to do, we are going to draw a triangle. Velocity triangle we are going to draw. So this will become 8 root 2. This was the plus it will come up. UB minus UA.
Plus 6 root 2 j caps.
Plus 6 root 2. Yeah. I think it will be, the vector will come 6 root 2, and this is what that UBA bar. Let me call this is alpha. I think this is a velocity triangle. Hope everyone remembers this is a velocity triangle. No, this let me give some other color. I have to indicate.
The 10 root 2 it will be.
The total speed is 10 root 2.
Resultant is 10.
Okay, this sin alpha, tan alpha is needed for us. Sin alpha and tan alpha also. Sin alpha and cos alpha they are needed. Sine alpha will be 6 root 2 by 10 root 2. Will be 3 by 5. Cos alpha will be 4 by 5. Okay,
That is
we'll, yeah, I think we have that angle also. Now let's see that if the stone B looks at the ground, it feels in parabolic path. Okay, when the stone B looks at stone A, in what direction it feels it is moving? Alpha is how much? Somebody? Yeah. 37 Abhiram?
yes, sir. That is
37
Yes,
degrees.
sir, 37.
At 7 degrees. Okay, now very interesting thing is what I'm going to draw it here. When okay, the color, black color, we'll choose this one. I'm going to draw this straight line. This will be, I think, very important in entire numerical. No, I do feel this is something very important. So what is that black color line? Path of stone B with respect to stone A. What is this path of stone A? The black color line is something very important, and this angle thick line. Not visible. All colors over. I'll use this one only. Okay, and this is the alpha, the other angles. Sorry, get you know. So it will move in a straight line. That black color line, the stone B, when it looks at that, it will feel that it is moving along that line. Okay, fine. Everything, there's a relative velocity till here, we can manage. But our question is to find out that minimum separation. So how to do that minimum separation? If the stone B moves along this black color line, so what will happen to stone A? It will appear to be at rest. So here now the diagram plays very important role. I think I can draw a small diagram here. Place is not there. Now some other color. This diagram is something very important. Now in what direction the stone A will move? Directly will draw that black color line. It will move along A or some other direction. Some other direction here. So how do you can say? Yes, that's the path of B with respect to A. And it will move with a velocity of how much? VBA. This is alpha. This is what A, you will be at rest. Do we know this, all the distances? Yes, we know. Now what is the minimum separation? The minimum separation is here. Able to get this? The minimum separation is how to calculate that further. Okay, that we'll see from the mathematics. Hope everyone is able to understand. So that minimum separation which we are supposed to calculate is here, this one. Little bit different way things have come here. How to calculate that S minimum is what all our discussion here. Now this is alpha. This is alpha. Can we say anything about this angle? I want answer from students. Anybody?
Alpha, sir.
Alpha only. It should be alpha. Yeah, very much. It should be alpha. Do we know alpha? Yes, we know alpha 37 degrees. So somehow I think we're in better position. So what we should know, we should calculate the an. If you know an, because S minimum is unknown and we don't know nm. We don't know nm. So somehow if you can calculate this an, I think our problem will be solved. What to do? I think somewhere we are stuck very badly. I think we do have an help here. N, okay, I'll call this as O. Can we calculate ON? Yes, we have alpha and 27 meter here. Can we calculate ON? Yes, if you know ON and we know this distance, so easily we can get the ON. So I'll do one thing. I'll take help of sine alpha. Oh, sorry, okay, tan alpha equal to ON by OB. ON is unknown. OB is 27. Shall I write 3 by 4 tan alpha? So I got the value of ON.
20.2.
Okay, this is, I think we will write 27, 3 7 are 21.
81 by
81 by 4, sir.
81 by 4. Okay, can we calculate the AN? AN is equal to ON minus AO. AO, how to calculate? 20 minus 11 further.
$11.25.
11.25. Just can you give me in fraction some?
Forty-five by 4, sir.
45 by 4. No. Okay, I got AN. If you know AN, can you get the minimum distance? As we know alpha, the minimum separation is what we are going to get. The question is really very beautifully framed. The students, now you know velocity triangle. Little bit here, the twist. Are you getting no? So what is we'll go for cos alpha. Cos alpha is equal to S minimum by An. We know An value, we'll get the S minimum. Somebody should give me answer. S minimum. Cos alpha is 4 by 5.
9 meters.
9 meter. There's a minimum separation between them. Are you getting now? So I think you should have a patience now. It's nothing is there. The problem learning is very, very simple. When the stone B looks at stone A, it feels that it's moving along this black color line. This is something very important concept. Then rest all, I think in every problem you end up first the relative velocity and velocity triangle. First this is. I'll write it here. This is a velocity triangle. The displacement triangle may not be easy in some of the problems. When it will not be easy? When they are not at same horizontal level. We took earlier problem where they were at same horizontal level. So it was some easily we are able to calculate. When they are not at same horizontal level, some mathematics will come into picture. See, this is what student has to compare things and he has to analyze. Oh, this is what happens. If things like this happen, here changes, we should manage in this way. Nothing to do with relative projectile motion, nothing to do with projectile motion. Are you getting? No. It's a uniform velocity motion. Can we calculate the time? Time at which it occurs. The time at which it occurs. So for that what we needed? Time taken. Let me, I think we'll end up in this page here. The time taken means t equals 0. It will be here. After some time t, it will be available here. No. So what is the time? the time should be equal to the distance BM by VBA. VBA or UBA, both are same. But again, we don't know BM. Can we calculate BN? BN, in the BN, I have to subtract MN. BN we can calculate from the triangle, and MN we can calculate again. Substitute that, we'll get the time. Time at which the separation between them will be minimum. If you can understand, these are very easy problems. So maximum put effort to understand things. Anybody, can you give me value? Time. What is T? T is a time at which separation between stones is minimum. Anybody, just get me the value of this time, then we'll end up the class. So just remember, minimum separation, maximum separation comes. What is that? The displacement triangle, velocity triangle. I think these are the things which will help us a lot. Anybody value T? Anybody calculations T time? Nobody. I think I had to calculate. BN will be.
BN will be 79.25, sir.
Okay, the final T I wanted. BN minus MN. Again one more triangle you have to do. Go there. We know already AN, no? From that we'll get MN.
Yes, sir.
Substituting that we'll get it. And again we have to go for root of this. Okay, you do one thing. Calculate this.
Yes, sir.
I'll end up the class. Huh? It's because recording will take more than 2 hours.
Sir, BN minus MN is BM.
BN minus NM is BM. That BM is unknown, ma. That you have to calculate.
Okay, sir.
Do calculation this. Yeah. Okay, kids, like we had a discussion about the relative projectile motion and also the minimum separation. Both are combined here. They're not something separate topics here. So try to work out some different numericals which are there in icon. Tomorrow we'll continue from here. A few more different topics I'll bring it. We'll try to work out. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, I'll upload it. Okay, thank all of you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, okay, take care, bye.